Douluo, Star Officials Challenge, everyone is stronger than Tang San. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author, we do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Period. Great offerings to Jin Douluo and others. There are demigod-level powerhouses. Then the two empires. Even with 2 million troops. The sect forces from all sides assisted. It is impossible to be an opponent at all. No matter what. The 6 major offerings of Wuhun Hall. 12 titled Douluo. A total of 88 people. There are quasi-titled Douluo-level powerhouses. The same can be. The 2 empires and Haotian School, the 7 treasure glazed tile school and other forces. The fight was in vain can happen. There are various situations in Wuhun Temple. The tiger falls in Pinggang and is bullied by dogs. However, with the triggering of the war this side of Wuhun Temple by virtue of Elephant Armor Sect Legion, more than 100 disciples condensed defensive barrier blessed with Diamond Xiangang. It will come from the Heaven Dao Empire 4 Elements Academy. The vanguard personnel blocked it. Elephant Armor Sect Legion. Even if it is restricted by the ice field block advance. At the same time bear the attack of Elemental Academy. The defense remains impenetrable, impregnable. That's what it's called. Own Douluo Continent. Inherit the strongest defensive spirit. The strength and background of the Elephant Armored Sect then. A disciple of the Bird Peak Sect under the order of the Suzerain Sparrow. Summons hundreds of bees. Superiority through air combat. Unleash a poison needle attack. Makes the 4 elements of the academy. Many people were injured and poisoned. If not received promptly treat. There is no doubt that he must die. Finch bees divide half their numbers. Across the 4 elemental colleges. Go straight to Xiandao 100,000 chargers. Unleash a poison needle attack. Shields form a simple formation defense. Still unstoppable. The death toll continues to soar. If things go on like this, Xiandao 100,000 chargers will be hit hard. The consequences could be disastrous. The morale of the Xiandao army was frustrated by this. Information on the battlefield is ever-changing. Act vigorously. Contra powerhouses fly into the air with the 4 elements of the academy. The 4 Contradines joined forces jointly display the martial soul avatar, then condense out the strongest soul 8th soul skill. The power is extremely powerful at the same time. Far inside the armies of the 2 empires, the suzerain of the 7 treasure glazed tile school Lin Feng increased the expansion of the 7 treasures glazed tower. Concentrate applied to dean of the 4 elements academy and the head of the Zhu family and other 7 treasure glazed tower. Martial soul is Douluo Continent, the most powerful auxiliary spirit, a soul master who possesses the spirit of the 7 treasures glazed tower. It is born with a 10% increase effect each time a spirit ring is obtained. In the future, amplification effect increased by 10%. Established a title of the world's #1 auxiliary martial soul. Lin Feng is the suzerain of the 7 treasure glazed tile school 79 level soul saint with 7 rings of soul power. Although the 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda was born with defects, a soul master can only reach level 79 soul power at most, still an achievement. Lin Feng become the entire Douluo Continent the first auxiliary soul master. Be a colorful amplifying light. It fell on the dean of the 4 element colleges when with the head of the Zhu family and others make their soul power soul skill damage. Attack all increased by 80%. It's scary. Already had a high level soul Douluo level of these people. This moment the combat power is close to that of title Douluo. That's it. The 8th soul skill they displayed the power sword dazzling soul skill light. Period. Burst from the sky. Released an extremely dangerous breath. The 4 elemental colleges below all personnel. Seeing this scene, his face changed slightly. Tong retreated to the rear with injuries. Poison teammates exit. The soul skill affects the range. A disciple of the Bird Peak sect sees such a situation. All of them look terrified. First timing. Too late to recall those bees towards the bottom. The Queffing sect sparrow shouted anxiously. All the disciples of the Bird Peak sect obey the order, quickly withdraw, seeing the 9 contras. Under the boost of the 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda. Approaching the soul skills of title Douluo is about to take shape. The power is astonishing. 2 empires in the distance. 2 million troops barrier of the Elephant Armored Sect. Hu Yanli was on the chariot staring at the sky. 9 powerful 8th soul skills. His face was extremely ugly. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor Sect burly body starting to show signs of exhaustion but also received ice field weakened 10% attribute influence. A disciple of the Bird Peak Sect 50,000 troops. A legion of 100,000 low-level soul masters all in this moment. Morale is low. Feel the pressure. Hu Yanli shook his voice and shouted, "Disciples of the Elephant Armor Sect, of the Elephant Armor Sect." Hu Yanli's words fell. 2 yellows, 2 purples and 1 black rise from the feet. 5 soul rings. The head spirit bone appeared. Concentrate the soul power of the whole body. Inject into the defensive barrier. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor School were encouraged. Shouted in unison. Never give up. Defend the dignity of the Elephant Armor Sect. Never give up, sect. Then more than 100 people strengthen the output of soul power again. Makes the whole attached to the defensive barrier. Diamond sky shine with extreme light. Defense increased again. The sovereign of the Bird Peak Sect. 8 spirit rings rose from Kuiji's feet. Issued the order. The disciples of the Bird Peak Sect obey the order. Wait for the Elephant Armored Sect to take over the soul skills. Attack all at once. Separate battles over a large area. Scatter the enemy's firepower. Relieve the pressure for the Elephant Armored Sect. The disciples of Quefeng Sect said in unison, "Obey, suzerain." Sparrow continued to order. 50,000 troops, 100,000 low-level Soul Master legions obey orders. Wait for the disciples of the Bird Peak Sect. Launch an attack. Can charge and kill the 2 imperial empires charging in the distance, with the advantage of the Soul Master army. Complete the annihilation as soon as possible. 50,000 troops and 100,000 legion of low-level Soul Masters. They answered in unison, "Obey, Master of the Bird Peak Sect." Immediately on the Wuhun side, all personnel are on standby. Get ready to kill each other on the upper floor of Jialing Pass. Bishop Salas watched the battle in the distance. Ning Sheng issued an order. 100 Contras obey orders. Go to the front line now. Senior Soul Masters from the 2 great empires. Siege and kill them all. Cover the advance of the stormtroopers. Must be as fast as possible. Win the first wave of charge. In addition, Black Tiger Sect, the disciples of the Antelope Sect obey orders. Period. You 2 sect disciples, from the left and right sides, eliminate those from the vanguard of the 2 empires. Soul Master Team, remove obstacles. Go around to the rear of the vanguard. Cut off the vanguard of the 2 empires. Contact with a great army. Cut off the retreat of the enemy's vanguard. 100 Soul Douluo got orders. Turn into light and go to the front line for reinforcements. Black Tiger Sect and Antelope Sect Soul Master Legion. Known for its speed. Arrange according to the original plan. Advance from both sides. Intended to eliminate the enemy Soul Master team. Cut off the enemy vanguard. Contact with the army. Bishop Salas looks out. The army camps of the 2 empires in the distance follow to the front line. Prevent those from the Heaven Dao Empire. Poison Douluo Dugubo. Use large-scale poisonous gas to attack our side. Pioneer Army and Sect Soul Master. 100 Contras obey orders. You are ready to respond at any time, as long as the disciples of the Haoshan School appear. Intercept immediately. If you meet Hao Xianzong, Sovereign Changzhou, there are also the 2 titled Douluo. Great Elder, delay as much as possible. You can't fight. Wait for the sects to clear up. Enemy vanguard, we will support you. Stormtroopers must be guaranteed destroy the armies of the 2 empires. The other side immediately in the middle of the plain. Aerial 9 Contra see your own Soul Master all retreated to safe area under the blessing of the 7 treasures. Glazed pagoda. 9 people approaching title Douluo Soul skill attack towards the bottom Elephant Armor Sect defensive barrier. Bombard down in an instant. 9 rays of light and defensive barriers touched together. A burst of terrifying energy fluctuations erupted, swept in all directions all vegetation on the earth gravel. They were all blown away. Dusty brewing into a giant tornado stir the situation. Defensive barriers in the Elephant Armor Sect protected ground. All subsidence more than 10 centimeters. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor Sect injured by the shock of the attack. All were pale, spit blood. The burly bodies one by one visible to the naked eye. The limbs twitched violently, trembling. It looked extremely weak, but still struggling. Eyes filled. The firm look of defending the majesty of the sect in the chariot. Hu Yanli is the commander. In the center of the formation. The backlash is the most serious. If it wasn't for the head spirit bone, the blessings provided to him, I am afraid that he has already fainted from exhaustion. Hateful, the formation. How can I, like the Jiazong, be in such a mess? Hu Yanli roared hoarsely. There was blood in his mouth. It looks crazy and hideous. But after persisting for more than 10 seconds loudly, all college disciples obey the order. Launch an attack. Concentrate firepower to annihilate the severely damaged Elephant Sect first. Zhu Yaozi, the head of the Zhu family, Ning Sheng ordered. Son of the family, the Elephant Armored Sect's defense has been broken. Period. Launch an attack. It's time to make contributions. Heaven Dao must win. Star Luo will win. Destroy the Spirit Hall. Heaven Dao must win. Star Luo will win. Destroy the Spirit Hall. On the Martial Soul Configuration Diversity Close Cooperation and Collaboration Launch an attack towards the vanguard of Wuhan. Put the main firepower focus on just now. Hit hard. It hasn't eased up yet. The Elephant Armored Sect, whose strength has plummeted for a short time. The army is surging like a beast out of its nest. Unstoppable, has invincible power and influence. The suzerain of the B sect Sparrow took the lead, leading more than 100 disciples of the Sparrow B sect. Meet the Soul Master team of the two empires. The cold voice spreads the way. All sect disciples, a legion of low-level soul masters, launch an attack, cover the disciples of the Elephant Armor sect, with a rear army. 1. Order the disciples of the Sparrow B sect follow previous plan regulations. 10 people make a team. Take advantage of air combat. Contain and attack the enemy soul master. But there are more than 100 disciples of the Sparrow B sect. There are nearly 1,000 soul masters facing the empire. Even with the advantage of air combat, casualties also gradually appeared in every disciple of the Sparrow B sect. Before dying they will do their best. Fires a large number of poisonous needles. With this crazy way of fighting pulled a lot of imperial soul masters back. For a while the disciples of the Sparrow B sect continue to die in battle, but the soul master of the empire, the number of dead is several times more than that. Immediately afterwards the 100,000 low-level soul master legion in the Wuhun Temple in the rear and enemy soul masters war together. This is won by the folks of Wuhan all over the Douluo Continent. All martial spirits are divided into halls and sub-halls. Soul masters summoned by the temple, and there are plenty because of Jinrinksu's 2 potions. Gain innate soul power, improve strength. Ordinary civilians who were unable to practice before. I am grateful for the kindness of Wuhan. Volunteer to participate in the defense of Wuhan in the Great War against 2 great empires. There are a total of 500,000 low-level Soul Master legions. The strength of the members is below the Soul King. Most of them are only Soul Masters, Great Soul Master, but the victory lies in the huge number. 1. Mind unity is strength. Now was dispatched as a vanguard a group of 100,000 low-level Soul Masters. Relying on the personnel of the Bird Peak sect, launch distributed operations. With the advantage of 100,000 people. Overwhelmed by 1,000 Imperial Soul Masters. We are losing ground. Lost heavily. Quefengzong's casualties were relieved. It's just an army of low-level Soul Masters. Paid a terrible price. Self-defeating 2,000. Injured 800 enemies formed by Folk Gathering's legion of low-level Soul Masters in cooperation collaboration obviously inferior to the enemy's Soul Master Academy team. Soul Master Family Team a legion of 100. 000 low-level Soul Masters is using itself blood and flesh against the Imperial Soul Masters. Seeing one companion after another fall down, one after another, bodies piled up like mountains, blood flowed like a river. None of them ever thought of backing down, willing to die. Defend the Wuhun Temple. This is the cohesion of Wuhan faith, relying on the common people as the center. Unlike the 2 empires, all kinds of titles are hereditary aristocracy. Period. It will only enslave and oppress civilians. As the Battle of Jialing Pass continued, the fighting heats up. A large number of deaths began to occur. The vast Lima plain filled with a strong smell of blood, enough to make the battlefield. Every soldier, soul master, nerves are stimulated. Totally red-eyed from all areas of Douluo Continent came to watch the battle from afar. All soul masters, civilians watched immediately playing the battle that is happening at this moment. I saw soul masters one after another. The death of a soldier, even if it is not affected by the war. His face was all pale. My heart was shaken. So many years. This is the first time on this continent such a large-scale war broke out. The scale of the war is huge. 3 superpowers. Heaven Dao Empire, Star Luo Empire, included with countless sects, can be expected. Jialing Pass, whichever side wins, would cause a horrific number of human deaths. Among them are theirs, relatives, friends. Countless families will be torn apart. Regret for life. This is the devastating disaster that war brings. But it cannot be avoided. With the growing strength of Wuhan, the situation on the mainland, already unbalanced, immediately plain endless. Dead anger, resentment, bloody gas, soar into the sky. On top of the world in Douluo Continent. Condensed into heaven and earth karma, it heralds the beginning of the catastrophe of heaven and earth, and then transformed into a machine of life. Fly out of the world membrane into the void universe, absorbed by the God realm in hands. Grow perfect. The rules of heaven and earth promote the 13 universes. The origin of the universe. Suddenly a silver-haired young man in white appeared out of thin air, top of the world, overlooking the great battle on the Lima plain below. His face was indifferent. Douluo has been peaceful for too many years. The number of creatures in this world and heaven and earth karma, it has gone far beyond a limit. It must be baptized by the heaven and earth catastrophe. Starda Great Forest Core Area Air. Silver Dragon King Guyuna. Release consciousness of hell on earth. With a heavy heart. She is not sympathetic to humans. Instead, worry about the future. The Soul Beast family will also. Following in the footsteps of humanity today. Immediately plain. Stormtroopers on both sides. The Soul Masters fought together. The battle is getting more and more intense. Each of the two empires has 100,000 vanguard troops. A total of 200,000 people. Also with Wuhun, 50,000 vanguard troops war together originally. The Empire was an overwhelming advantage, but in the low-level Soul Master Legion suppressed at a disadvantage the suzerain of the Quefeng sect Sparrow Spines. She has the strength of a high-level Contra headed by the head of the Zhu family, besieged by 5 Contras, 1 against 5, wounded and embarrassed the Dean of the Four Elements Academy. They have the strength of Contra, directly kill the Elephant Armor sect disciple from the air. Want to take advantage of its weakness? Destroy the Elephant sect. A disciple of the Bird Peak sect hastily intercepted in the air. Not at all. Under the increase of the 7 treasure glazed tile pagoda. The combat power is approaching that of title Douluo Academy. Period. Sneered and said, Elephant Armor sect, it used to belong to the Heaven Dao Empire, Earth Department Academy, ranked in one of the 5 elemental colleges. You actually chose to join the Wuhun Palace. Today, we will meet Elemental Academy on the battlefield. It will be a complete end. From now on Douluo Continent, there will be no Elephant Armored sect again. Let's do it together. There are 8 soul rings under the feet of the 4 principles. Shine brightly. Soul power rises. Push the wind out. Fire, lightning, ice. 4 elemental soul skills towards the Elephant Armored sect that was hit hard below. Bombarded away. Elephant Armor sect Legion, more than 100 disciples. Watch what comes down from above. Powerful soul skills. They looked extremely desperate. They are exhausted. No ability to fight again. In the chariot struggling, Hu Yanli got up. Under the soul bone of the head. Out of extreme anger. Scarlet blood flowed from both eyes. He roared ferociously, the 4 elemental colleges joined forces. They can't break me. Defense of the Elephant Armored sect. Let the judgment be judged. If it wasn't for my grandfather not being here, how can you 4 old things be tolerated? Go out here. It appeared in Hu Yanli's eyes the color of madness in this instant burned the life essence in blood in the body in exchange for a short-term strength increased soul power recovered. He roared hoarsely. The disciples of the Elephant Armored sect obey orders. Do your best, burning life essence and blood. Even if we die in battle, we must not dishonor the reputation of the Elephant Armored sect. Hu Yanli's words fell. The breath of soul power of the whole person break through. The Soul King reached the Soul Emperor. One is summoned from behind the giant diamond mammoth with sect secret technique. A blue light flew up. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor sect see the situation of the young suzerain followed by without the slightest hesitation. It also burns life essence in blood. Improves strength. Summons the diamond mammoth. Blast out the blue soul power. Condensed a defensive barrier in the air. Not for long though. Everyone will be devastated, but they have no hesitation. Never flinch. The entire Elephant Armor sect has more than 100 disciples at this moment. Mind is condensed together. Morale is overwhelming. One by one is like an undefeated god of war. Swear to the death to defend the dignity of the sect. Guard Jialing pass on the nick of time at the Dean of the Deans of the 4 elements. All out soul skill attack when it is about to hit the defensive barrier from behind the Elephant Armor sect. A whole 100 rays of soul power rushed over. It belongs to Wuhun, and 100 Contra Masters' voices of anger erupted. Empire Soul Master, you dare to attack my Wuhun sect. It's courting death. 100 Soul Douluo arrived in time. Down and your best. There are more than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor sect. Look at them one by one. Weak on the ground. Zhen Xing said, all the disciples of the Elephant Armor sect, you guys are doing great. Wuhun is proud of you. Leave the next battle to us. Quickly retreat to Jialing Pass to heal your wounds. Chapter 209. The Wuhun Palace is unstoppable. Du Boheo Xianzong withdraws from the battle, and the morale of the Imperial Army collapses immediately. Plain the rear of the Wuhun battlefield. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor sect. Look at that name. The cardinal turned go to hunt down the back of the Imperial Soul Master. The heart is touched with passion. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. They finally persisted. The follow-up support of Wuhun did not embarrass the Elephant Armored sect. No humiliation. The prestige of Wuhun at this moment. They regard themselves as a member of Wuhun. Feel proud in the chariot. Hu Yanli clutched his chest. The spirit bone on top of the head disappeared. A face as pale as paper was revealed. Painful. Weak. A group of disciples of the elephant armor sect. He himself was seriously injured but hurriedly shouted, young sect master, Hu Yanli panted heavily. Try to suppress the injury in your body. Stand up forcefully. Of the elephant armor sect, cheerful, enduring the pain by force, shouted excitedly, obey, young suzerain. Then everyone looked at it solemnly. Fighting together in the distance, Wuhun and the two great empires are soul masters. Army desire to continue to contribute. The body has already been seriously injured and backfired, weakly incapacitated to fight. Turn around one after another. Escort the chariot. Raise high the battle flag of the elephant armored sect. Return to Jialing Pass. On the tower of Jialing Pass, Bishop Salas immediately issued an order. The medical team in the city, all dispatched, go out of the city to meet the members of the elephant armored sect, heal them. Immediately the gate of Jialing Pass opened. 5 or 6 medical teams were dispatched. Go to meet the withdrawn disciples of the elephant armor sect. Salas watched the battle in the distance. Although judging from the current situation, Wuhun has the upper hand. But Douluo, the poisonous Douluo of the Heaven Dao Empire. There are also disciples of Hao Xianzong. Not for a moment. He couldn't feel at ease. Immediately plain on the battlefield of two empires. A team of soul masters from the Four Elements Academy. Family Soul Master Team. By the Quefeng sect of Wuhan Hall, casualties were heavy. Originally there were nearly 1,000 Soul Masters. Now there are only 500 or 600 left. 200,000 troops. It is also more than 100,000 deaths. Seeing that it is about to face, the stormtroopers were in danger of being completely annihilated. Small price can rely on huge advantage in the number of Soul Masters. Casualties remained at around 1 or 2%. Things are looking good. Morale is high. Killed the Heaven Dao Empire and the stormtroopers of the Star Luo Empire embarrassed, plus the next 100 Contras strong support. 5 Contras headed by the Zhu family. 3 of them were beheaded. The Dean of the Four Elements Academy, the Deans of Thunder Academy and Xianshu Academy. By a large number of Contra siege and die. This is still in the 7 Treasures Glazed Pagoda. The results appearing under amplification. Otherwise very likely 9 Contras all died. There are a large number of Contra powerhouses in Wuhun. Get out up in the air. Suppress it with fierce soul skill firepower. The assault army against the two empires carry out large-scale bombardment. The scene was extremely tragic, leading to the vanguard of the two empires lost heavily. Only at top speed withdrew towards the rear army. However, at this time Antelope sect and Black Tiger sect of the two sects, nearly 300 disciples from the left and right sides, form an interception trend. Take the assault troops of the two empires and army support. Completely blocked. Form a siege. It's come to this point. The stormtroopers of the two empires. It's already the turtle in the urn. At the mercy of others. Casualties continue to rise. Reached 60%. And still growing. Masters was severely damaged. There are only hundreds of soul masters left. Only tens of thousands of the army survived. A corpse pile up. Blood spread like a river, penetrate into the ground. The land of the entire Liena plain from the original turquoise turned blood red. The smell of blood is everywhere, stimulates everyone's nerves. Such a situation, it makes people watch the battle from all directions. Civilians and soul masters shocked. Unbelievable. Everyone knows that Wuhun is on the Douluo Continent, the largest soul master organization known. More than half of the number of soul masters is reserved. It is even more. Wuhun incorporated many sects, but I didn't think of it. In the absence of Pope Bibi Dong, great offerings to Jin Dao Liu and others with the help of demigods. 6 offerings. 12 title Douluo. 88 quasi title Douluo disappear. At the same time you can also rely on disciples from various sects. There is also the Soul Master Legion. Use such a clever way of fighting. Disintegrated two empires. 1/10 of the troops. 200,000 troops. Thousands of soul masters attacked, also ready to completely annihilate at the strength of Wuhun beyond the imagination of the world. In this way the army of Wuhun soul master team legion of low-level soul masters morale went up to the next level. Magnificent and unparalleled. Even more frenzied siege. The vanguard of the two empires. Tuven Xiang Jiazong. The barracks of the two empires. Heaven Dao Emperor Zubang He Zingluo Emperor Dai Xiangxing. The faces of the two were very ugly. They still are underestimated the strength of Wuhun. Also this time 1,000,000 troops. Soul master power. The convening was too hasty. If you have more preparation time, the two empires must be able to from the territory of the empire among all colleges recruit more soul master power. Not at all. The first wave of charge would suffer such a heavy loss. Team, go to meet the vanguard. Try to keep casualties to a minimum. Marshal Zhelong replied, yes, your majesty. Then, riding a Sawtooth tiger, come to the front of the army. Issued the order. Siege chariot. The war beasts are dispatched. 200,000 troops. Cooperate with the Star Luo army. Go to meet the vanguard. Offensive. Another team of soul masters. Launch an attack. We must intercept the enemy Soul Master, minimize casualties as much as possible, immediately. The sound of war drums. Trumpet sound. All ring. The sound of the army rushing to kill. The momentum is like a broken bamboo. Will be Wuhundian. The stormtroopers crush the pressure converted into motivation. Sworn to defend the empire. Period. They have no way out. Star Luo Emperor Dai Xianxing ordered, Marshal Khan, voice, yes, your majesty. Then control the monitor lizard mount come to the front of the Star Luo army. The spear in his hand pointed directly at the sky and said, the Star Luo Empire's 200,000 troops obey orders, launch the attack immediately, go to the front line to meet the vanguard, all Soul Master families are dispatched, stop the attack of the enemy Soul Masters, cooperate with the Heaven Dao army, destroy the enemy's stormtroopers, order issued. Drums sounded, trumpets sounded. Various catapults. Siege engines, war beasts. All members of the Soul Master family. All ready. He rushed to the front line without hesitation. Despite the current war situation, it is very unfavorable for the two empires. But they only allow victory against it. This battle at Jialing Pass is the only chance. It is also the last chance. Immediately plain. On both sides of the battlefield. Everywhere is full of fights. Every moment. There are a lot of lives and deaths. The morale of Wuhundian is strong. Invincible. There are two empires. Morale is not as good war until the last drop of blood is shed. The state of the battle. Pushed to a climax. Intensely intense. This was paid for by countless people with blood and flesh. Between heaven and earth. It was filled with all kinds of chilling sounds. Like the call of death. It indicates that there will be a large number of human deaths. The battle in Liena plain, even thousands of miles apart, still be haunted by the monstrous smell of blood, stimulated each of them for war. A sense of extreme disgust arises. It was not aimed at Wuhundian or the two empires at the same time. He also hated his own weakness, the fragility of life, unbearable. The entire Douluo continent, whether it is billions of human beings, it is also the gathering place of the three great soul beasts. Hundreds of millions of souls beasts, they are all paying attention to the battle situation at Jialing Pass. Although many people, many soul beasts, none of them could witness the battle with their own eyes, but between heaven and earth, because a lot of life died, the accumulated resentment of heaven and earth, deadly, murderous like substance, already able to guess the tragic situation of the battle. Humans across the continent, they were all immersed in the battle of Jialing Pass in mourning. In pain, I don't know, waiting for the next fate of mankind. It is the second great catastrophe between heaven and earth, a war from the Soul Beast clan. This will be a catastrophe for all mankind, also a disaster. Hundreds of millions of soul beasts understand the battle of Jialing Pass. Wuhundian and the two great empires, like the near future, they go to war just like humans. This side of heaven and earth is strong, are respected, survival of the fittest. Wuhundian and the two great empires, soul beasts and humans, they just want their own power, race, attain a higher status. Period. Resource. There is nothing wrong with either side. Just a different stand. It is inevitable that the world has developed to this stage. The entire Douluo continent. Start now. Hundreds of millions of living beings. Humans and spirit beasts. Heart is shrouded in a strand. Under the oppressive atmosphere. There is a premonition in the dark. Disaster is coming. In the armies of the two empires. Zhu Bang looked at Poison Douluo beside him, Dakobo and Tang Xiao and others. He came forward and asked, Poison Douluo, point. Zhu Bang has completely lowered his posture. It didn't take long for him to inherit the throne. Really helpless now. Even Marshal Zhelong is brave and good at fighting. But it's hard for a clever woman to cook without rice. It's also stressful. There is no way to start. Dai Xianxing stepped forward and said, Poison Douluo, Sect Master Tang Xiao, as long as you help the two empires destroy the Spirit Hall, in the future, I will be the Star Luo Empire, all our resources. Thank you so much. Or what conditions do you have? Just mention it. Ugly snorted coldly. I didn't expect those old foxes, so calm. I knew about the 7 treasure glazed tile sect, shouldn't have shot so quickly. You can still get some more benefits. Behind him. Ningrongrong heard these words. Helpless sigh. Gazing at the front line in the distance. Intense battlefield. There was worry in his eyes. The strength and background of Wuhundian completely exceeded everyone's expectations. Ningrongrong even saw it. A trace of the consequences of the defeat of the two great empires. Grandfather Sword, we shouldn't choose to join the two great empires. If that time, I can talk to you, Grandpa Jian, insist on surrender, then Dad might decide in the end. I won't make this wrong decision. Ning Rongrong's eyes were moist when Ning Feng's he looked over. Hurry up and bury your head down. Unwilling to be found out on the Imperial Army, Douluo looked at what was in front of him. Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing let go of your arms. His indifferent eyes stared at the distant battlefield site and said, Your Majesty, the old man has always been indifferent to fame and fortune, like being alone. I didn't intend to use this to make any demands, only, this is the end of Douluo's words. Wuhun, far beyond us, everyone expected, Pope Bibi Dong, great enshrinement to Jin Dao Liu, the leader is not here, 6 major offerings, 12 titled Douluo, 88 quasi-titled Douluo and others, the high-level powerhouse disappears, but it can still maintain such a strong cohesion, the sect under the influence, Soul Master Legion, Army, all people are united, looking at the current situation, even if it's the old man and me, the masters of Hao Xianzong make a move, I'm afraid I can't resist it, the offensive of the Spirit Hall, this battle, the odds of the 2 empires winning, are slim. Tang Zio looked behind him. 7 elders with ugly faces. Period. Also sighed and said, Your Majesty, what Poison Douluo said is absolutely true, this battle, we really don't have much chance of winning, said, everyone, Continent, Zhu Bang said anxiously. Poison Douluo, Sect Master Tang, and everyone, what His Majesty Zhang Luo said is absolutely true, as long as we work together, it will surely disintegrate the offensive of Wuhun. Look for another chance, but promise, defend the Heaven Dao Imperial family, it can be regarded as doing my best, from now on, this old man and the Heaven Dao Imperial family, there's nothing more to do with it, this old man will take his granddaughter Du Yan with him, leave Heaven Dao City, henceforth remain anonymous. Douluo's words fell. Turned around indifferently, summoned the Jade Phosphorus Snake Emperor. He jumped to the top of the Snake Emperor's head with the fastest speed, rushed to Heaven Dao City. This line Douluo thought there are no masters in Wuhun. There is bound to be chaos inside. Whoever thought Wuhun will have it such a terrifying cohesion? In this case, all sects not only do not have a rift or rose fall apart, on the contrary, we are united, one mind. It's come to this point. Douluo has already seen through the battle situation. Although the 2 empires, there are 1.8 million troops, but they are all ordinary soldiers. There is no way to resist the attack of Wuhun. Wuhun will be in the first wave offensive, charging. Send out the Elephant Armor Sect, Bird Peak Sect, Antelope Sect, Black Tiger Sect. Wait for the sect disciples. There must be more powerful forces behind. With 100 Soul Douluo joining the battlefield, the situation has completely reversed. Of 2 empires, 200,000 vanguard troops, almost 1,000 soul masters completely annihilated. There is no ability to resist at all. Douluo and Wuhun, dealing with for many years, understand the backside of Wuhun. There must be at least a legion of hundreds of thousands of low-level soul masters, 500 contra powerhouses. This compares the 2 empires. There is no comparison at all. The fall of the empire, it's just a matter of time. Even if you do it yourself, sooner or later he will be killed by Wuhun. Hundreds of contras consumed to death. It's better to leave now. Take the granddaughter incognito. Douluo believes in his own strength. Find a remote place to protect the granddaughter Douluo. It can still be done. Granddaughter Douluo, it is Douluo in this world the only tie. I was very optimistic about the little monster Tang San before. It's a pity that he is so unlucky. Douluo left. Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing's expressions changed drastically. Never thought of it in this critical moment. Title Douluo would run away. Tang Zio looked at Douluo in the distance. A strange color appeared in the fundus of the eyes. Period. Looking behind him with a complicated expression. 7 elders make eye contact. Make a final decision. Look at Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing. He bowed his hands apologetically and said, Your Majesty, all the disciples of the Haoshan school, I also choose to withdraw from this battle. Farewell. Ning Sheng announced. All disciples of Haoshan school, obey the order. Follow me immediately. Immediately. All the disciples of Haoshan school. All are stunned. They all disciples do well. And the army soul master of the Wuhun Temple, prepare for a fight to the death. Changed their faces. They are just ordinary people. Joined the army for training, not a soul master at all. Nowadays what is shown in the Wuhan Palace, the background of the terrifying soul master, it's like a big mountain. Everyone can't breathe. But at such a juncture, titled Douluo left all the disciples of Haoshan school also prepare to evacuate. Such news, it was like a bolt from the blue, destroyed the psychological defense of all soldiers, completely broke down. The news spread quickly. Make those that are rushing soldiers going to the front line subconsciously stopped. Pale face. He looked terrified, desperate, restless. If not as a soldier, faith and will are supporting. They have long since lost their armor, run away in embarrassment. As long as there is still a trace of it, the hope of defeating Wuhun, they definitely will. For the empire of winning, there is no doubt that he must. I lost life in vain. They can also be timid. I also want to live. They are also just one by one. Ordinary flesh and blood. Something like this happens, leading to two empires. Army morale. Totally collapsed. 1.8 million soldiers. The surviving Soul Master. It's all here and now. Recover calm. I see clearly. Corpses grew higher and higher. Like a mountain. Surrounded by monstrous death. Scarlet blood. Like a majestic endless sea. Penetrates into the earth. The entire plain immediately turned blood-colored. Endless fear. Soldiers in the armies of two empires. The Soul Master passed it on in his heart. They finally realized the strength and background of Wuhun. How terrible it is. The so-called two empires sex, it's just a joke. They have completely calmed down, not like before being killed. The blood went to the head. Every imperial soldier Soul Master watching keep dying. Companions who have died subconsciously thought of it in my mind. Relatives and friends who are still alive. A stream from the bottom of my heart. Survival instincts arrived, making them one after the other. Follow your heart. Put down the weapons in your hands. Give up resisting the Soul Master army in Wuhun and fleeing away in all directions. They don't want to be anymore now the victim of imperial power struggle. They just want to be for themselves, for relatives and friends. Live the morale of the two empires. Here we go. Thoroughly. Period. Completely collapsed. The first is to support the front line. 400,000 soldiers began to flee, then 1.4 million troops. It also gradually collapsed. Even Marshal Zhelong and Marshal Khan keep beheading the fleeing soldiers. Want to stand up. Re-morale. But nothing works. The hearts of the two empires collapsed. Because of Douluo seen disparate inside the body, rubbed back, a mouthful of blood spurted out, fell down unconscious. Chapter 210. The Empire is defeated, Kibao flees, the respectable Gaelong army, and 108 titled Douluo return immediately. Plain on the battlefield, the 200,000 vanguard troops of the two empires, nearly 1,000 college personnel, family Soul Master. They are all suffering from the Wuhun Palace Soul Master Legion and army. Bird Peak sect, Black Tiger sect, the massacre of disciples of the Antelope sect and other sects. The scene was simply horrible. Companions who will die in battle. Anger, hate emotions. Vent on those. Not much resistance. Imperial vanguard. On the Soul Master. The momentum of the Wuhun army was high. Invincible. With unrelenting determination. Seeing the vanguard of the Empire Soul Masters were nearly wiped out, the two empires sent out again a total of 400,000 troops. A large number of Soul Master teams went to support under the leadership of 100 Contra powerhouses. There are more than 90,000 remaining legion of low-level Soul Masters, more than 30,000 troops. There are more than 70 disciples of the Quefeng sect, Black Tiger sect, all the disciples of the Antelope sect. They are already get ready to meet battles from both empires. The second wave of offensive on the Tower of Jialing Pass. Bishop Salas and the rest cardinal at the Contra level. See what's on the battlefield ahead. After the situation, all are happy. Wuhun this time nearly wiped out the enemy vanguard, kill countless Soul Master teams. Not only did it boost morale, it also severely suppressed the arrogance of the two empires. Stress finally eased up a little bit. Seeing some hope of victory. The strength of the two empires. Much lower than Wuhun expected. The opponent is only temporary combined alliances. It's not like Wuhun at all. One mind. The power of united will can be compared. However, next. In Lima Plain. The direction of the two imperial armies. Things that happened. But makes. Inside Jialing Pass. All soldiers, Soul Masters. All of they were stunned. Horror, surprise. I saw the two empires sending support. Army on the frontline battlefield. It happened one after another. Soldiers, Soul Masters. Throw away your armor. The scene of fleeing in a hurry. The impact is growing to the end. Almost the armies of the two empires. All soldier Soul Masters. All throw away the battle flag. Turned into a plate of loose sand. Fleeing. Such a weird situation. The Bird Peak sect and the battlefield. Black Tiger sect, Antelope sect, all low-level Soul Master Legion's army, Contra powerhouse. It was also deeply shocked. After all, not so long ago the armies of the two empires are on the offensive, also extremely fast, quite a posture of immortality. Nowadays only the vanguard was encircled and suppressed. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. Morale suffers even because of this. They were defeated. It's incredible, but everyone is discovering the departed poison Douluo Dugubo and Hao Xianzong when all the disciples instantly understand it turned out to be within the armies of the two empires. Title: Douluo's departure lead to collapse in morale. The morale of the army is chaotic, created the current situation. All the soldiers of Wuhun Soul Master sect disciples obey orders. Imperial soldiers who will survive. All Soul Masters are captured. Stop killing. Soul Master Legion and army, stay and deal with the aftermath. Other people, all come with me to hunt down the Emperor. Take the fruits of the victory of this war completely. A Contra Cardinal give an order, leaving the army and Soul Master Legion dispose of the few that are still alive. Imperial soldiers, Soul Masters, these people are seeing after the situation of the Imperial army rout. I also understand. This time the Battle of Jialing Pass. In the end, it ended in the failure of the Empire. He no longer stubbornly resists. Voluntarily taken captive. I just hope to save a little life. There now. All hope is lost. Did not expect the Empire of Faith, regardless of their own safety. Desperate to kill the enemy. The army in the rear will be reduced to the fate of falling apart. I thought I chose to believe in the Empire. Stand for Empire can achieve the ultimate victory. Never thought of it, but became abandoned. Send a dead joke hard as dead ashes. Very pitiful. 100 Contras in the Black Tiger sect, Antelope sect, a disciple of the Bird Peak sect, growing mighty toward defeat. The Imperial army chased and killed the past. Just kill Emperor of two empires. Eliminate all members of the Imperial family, then the foundation of the Empire will be completely destroyed. It is impossible to condense again. Also foreshadows. Wuhun was officially acquired. The victory of this battle at Jialing Pass. The greatest enemy is eliminated. As long as later. Unleash power. Will Hao Xianzong. Kill the remnants of the 7 treasure glazed tile school. You can sit back and relax completely. Waiting for the Pope and the High Priest to return the captured personnel. A crowd of control level. Cardinal. It didn't kill them all. The culprit is the royal family of the two empires. 2 million soldiers. It's all just being bewitched. Orders, ordinary people who can't help themselves. Wuhun itself. It is based on the common people. If there's a killing spree, it will only chill the hearts of common people in the world. Barracks. Ning Fengzi had already put it away. Martial Soul Avatar 7 treasures glazed pagoda, pulling his daughter Ning Rongrong. Lead all the disciples of the sect. Get to the ready horses. Get on the horse and leave here. Ning Rongrong saw that he was unconscious on the ground. Heaven Dao. Emperor Zubang hastily said, Dad, look, that's your Majesty Zubang. Shouldn't we go and take him with us? Ning Fengzi's face was extremely ugly. Take a look. In a coma on the ground in the distance, Avalanche Lang snorted and said, Wrong. The Imperial army is now defeated. The royal family of the two empires will be the first, the target being watched by Wuhun. If we bring an avalanche, it will only affect the whole world. A disciple of the 7 treasure glazed tile school, to be buried together. Period. Stop talking. The people from Wuhun have already chased and killed them. Let's go. Go back to the sect first. Take what you can take. Find another place to hide. Wait for Uncle Jian to come back before making any plans. Ning Rongrong saw it chased from afar. A master soul master of the Wuhun Palace, paled face. Only one last look. Coma avalanche. Keep up with the team and leave quickly. Ning Fengzi was driving the white horse. Look up, gazing above the sky, and Bibi Dong. Jin Daolio waiting for someone to be together. Gu Rong's screen. I prayed in my heart Gu Rong can come back quickly. Follow him in the performance and the luck challenge. Get close to Bibi Dong and others. He must have surrendered to Wuhun. That's as long as Gu Rong is in time. Leave the luck challenge back to the outside world. The 7 treasure glazed tile school still exists. A silver lining. Dugubo, Hao Xianzong Tang San. I bother, you cowards. Thank you for being a titled Douluo powerhouse. He even faced the spirit hall. I don't even have the courage. It really insults the title Douluo's reputation. The reason why the two empires will be defeated, the reason for the 7 treasure glazed tile school, you will become a street rat, tremble with fear. It's all because of defeating you. One day, wait for Uncle Gu to return from the luck challenge. I must make you look good. Pay the price for today's actions. Ning Fengzi cursed in his heart. Dugubo Hao Xianzong Tang Zhao and others. Funk totally messed up his plans. You can only bring it first. A disciple of the 7 treasure glazed tile school returned to Zongmen to pack up things, find another place to hide, waiting for Gu Rong's return. Save the 7 treasure glazed tile school. Uncle Jian, apart, such a rout. You can still fight with Wuhun. Ning Fengzi couldn't understand it, quickly put away these distracting thoughts. Forget it, the top priority is to get out of here as soon as possible. Inside the Star Luo army, Star Luo Emperor Dai Xiangxing, look at the surrounding rout. I can't bear it any longer. Squirt blood wildly. The whole person is at this moment aged a lot. Davis arrived just in time. Hold him up. Worry cried out. Father, are you okay? Xiangxing had blood in his mouth. Looking into the distance, it is constantly approaching. A strong soul master in the Wuhun Palace. Hold the elder son's hands firmly. With an excited look, he said, Wes, away. The farther you go, the better. You must live well, must. The more Dai Xiangxing talked, the more excited he became. Angry and anxious. Affect the old troubles in the body. The whole person is even weaker. Davis' eyes were red. It is necessary to carry Dai Xiangxing on his back. Hastily said, Father, the child will never leave you alone and escape. We're going to go together. Just wait for Mu Bei, Zhuan, Zhuking and the others are back. They have the god position. It will definitely let the Xingluo royal family make a comeback. Dai Xiangxing wanted to stop his son. Period. Knowing to bring yourself will only fall to neither of them can escape, but this time he the only strength left in the whole body. I can't beat my son at all. He could only be carried by him to a war horse. Send it up. 2 people control the horse. Get away from here fast. Marshal Zhelong of the Heaven Dao Empire, looking at the irreparable situation around, a sad smile appeared on his face. Originally the army was carrying it, determined to win. He rushed to Jialing Pass, did not think of it will end like this in the end, although the empire is defeated today. But I am Goran, born to be a man of the empire. Death is the ghost of the empire. Marshal Zhelong will be unconscious on the ground. Heaven Dao Emperor Zubang, send a war horse, order a trusted escort to leave, then call out the last hundreds. Goran army, every soldier is brave and good at fighting. Follow him for many years as same as him, allegiance to the Heaven Dao Empire. Although dead without regret, Marshal Zhelong watched hundreds of soldiers in front of them. Emotional melancholy, shouted excitedly. Soldiers of the Gailong army, the empire is defeated. It's a foregone conclusion. Now you are willing to come with me and the Soul Master Legion of Wuhun Temple, make the final counterattack. Give precious time for His Majesty's escape. Hundreds of soldiers of the Gailong army, his face is serious. See death as home, shouted in unison. We are willing to swear to the death to follow Marshal Zhelong. Follow him to the death. Marshal Zhelong was quite moved. Pull out the long sword in your hand, right? A sawtooth tiger. Zhensheng roared. Soldiers of the Gailong army, follow me now, even if it's an extra minute and a second, also worth it. Under the underworld, Emperor Zuyi will be proud of us. Initiate an attack. Accompanied by Marshal Zhelong gave an order. His whole body, 2 yellows, 2 purples and 4 blacks emerged. 8 powerful soul rings take the lead. Chased and killed towards the distance, the strong soul masters of the Wuhan Hall went to meet them. The momentum is raging. His expression was firm and determined. Behind Marshal Zhelong, every soldier. They are also doing their best. Everyone's strength. All of them have reached above the level of soul venerable. While rushing to kill. Shouting loudly, swear to protect Xiandao. A few hundred people, but there is 1,000s of troops. Indomitable momentum headed by Marshal Zhelong. Goran army become this piece of Lima plain land among the defeated soldier soul masters. The most eye-catching, most dazzling, most inspiring and awe-inspiring presents. Knowing that you must die, the army was defeated. Mountains and rivers are broken. Still firmly defend the heart of the country. This is being a soldier, faith and spirit engraved in the bones. And compared to Marshal Zhelong of the Heaven Dao Empire with hundreds of Gailong troops, such a heroic act. Star Luo Empire, Marshal Khan, but he fled here alone when the disaster is imminent. They fly separately. The more we come to this critical moment of life and death, it is more able to witness people's hearts immediately around the plain. Countless soul masters and civilians watching the battle here, all unbelievable, staring blankly at the rout. Period. Unbelievable. Much favored before the war, the 2 empires supported. It will end like this if it is with Wuhandian fight to the death in the end. He lost with hatred, I can still understand, but now it is because of the collapse of morale. The morale of the army is unstable. Poison Douluo Dugubo lead with all the disciples of Haoshan school declare that the Great War is lost without a fight. It's embarrassing, but also from another aspect it embodies the spirit inside Wuhan Hall, faith and cohesion. Not because of Pope Bibi Dong, the great priest Jin Daoliu and others were not there. Golden Crocodile Douluo and others, the disappearance of high-level powerhouses, internal chaos, out of control. On the contrary, they are more united. Common enemy and unfolded today. Battle of Jialing Pass. The 2 empires were dispatched. 200,000 stormtroopers. The 4 elemental colleges encircled and suppressed. There is Poison Douluo Dugubo and all the disciples of Haoshan school. Funk. Leading to the armies of the 2 empires. Soul Master team. Morale collapsed. The morale of the army is chaotic. In the end, it laid the foundation for the failure of the empire. After this battle, the strength and background of Wuhun Tianwan's legion of low-level soul masters mostly was used by Jin Ringsu not long ago. Force innate soul power potion increase the composition of civilians who have innate soul power and become soul masters can make so many civilians willing to go to war kill enemies at the risk of losing your life. Will be able to see Wuhun Tian's attitude towards civilians, not two empires at all. These aristocratic powers are comparable. Battle of Jialing Pass. Wuhun Tian's victory is a foregone conclusion. A large number of free soul masters civilian. They all changed their minds about Wuhun Tian. Gradually have a sense of identity. Belonging as the lowest level personnel. Low-level soul masters are about the same as ordinary people. Both need to find a party. For ordinary people like them. Asylum of relatively friendly forces. After the defeat of the two empires. It must be cleaned. Then Wuhun Tian became the first choice. Jialing Pass above the city tower at this time. Various sounds sounded huge cheers. The crowd was excited celebrating the Wuhun Temple achieved victory in today's Jialing Pass battle. Also to the entire Douluo Continent all power personnel civilian proved its own strength waiting for Pope Bibi Dong. It is dedicated to Jin Daoliu and others. Leave the luck challenge after returning to Wuhun Tian. Want to complete the unified hegemony. It will reduce a lot of resistance. Immediately plane turned into the bloody earth. There are piles of corpses everywhere. The sky and the earth are full of the pungent smell of blood. It's like a hell on earth blown by the breeze. The smell of blood wafted far away. 100 of Wuhun Tian Cardinal at the Contra level lead the Black Tiger sect, Bird Bee sect, Antelope sect, and other disciples faced with Marshal Yu Gailong Goran team led. Let's look at Marshal Jialong and hundreds of Gailong soldiers. All look determined without hesitation come rushing. Although the two sides are hostile relations, the potential is the same as water and fire, but the personnel on the Wuhun Tian side all are agreed with Marshal Jialong and hundreds of Gailong soldiers. Such a respectable opponent. A Contra level the Cardinal said aloud. This is for the country and the people, for the army, ultimately. An army willing to sacrifice their lives, it's honorable, leave them a whole body. Period. All Contra looked indifferent. Agree only before they are ready to do it together. Kill Marshal Jialong and others when going to hunt down the emperors of the two empires. Suddenly a total of 108. It can be called an astonishing breath of soul power. It came from the direction of Jialing Pass. All of them were achieved. Title Douluo level 100 Contras Black Tiger sect, Bird Bee sect, all the disciples of the Antelope sect including Marshal Goran with hundreds of soldiers behind. All in this moment looking in the direction of Jialing Pass. I saw it in the sky above Jialing Pass. This moment a total of 108 appeared. 9 are spinning under the feet. The figure with a powerful spirit ring. All reached the title Douluo level. The old man who was hugged in the middle of the 9th soul ring at a foot. It is shining scarlet light. It is the highest level spirit ring. 100,000 year soul ring. The opponent is from the spirit hall 2 offerings level 98 golden crocodile Douluo. Other people they were also recognized at a glance. It turned out to be before Wuhun Tian went to the Star Dao Forest. Lost news. All offerings 12 title Douluo elders 88 were promoted to platinum. Bishop Kuei-sai title Douluo immediately. More than 100 soul Douluo Black Tiger sect, Bird Bee sect, Antelope sect. Wait for the sect disciples. At this moment they all look happy, surprised and excited. The entire Wuhan hall goes up and down with all my heart. High level strong finally back. The most important the original 88 the Kuei-sai title Douluo Platinum Bishop have been adapted. The 9th soul ring successfully promoted to title Douluo. A total of 108 titled Douluo experts come back strong. This is the spirit hall true strength and heritage. The Wuhan palace is here. There isn't any title Douluo. When the strong sit in town it will be able to combine the two empires. The 200,000 Vanguard army encircled and suppressed. Kill the 4 elemental colleges soul master family. A large number of soul master teams forcing the morale of Wuhan Hall to collapse. The morale of the army as chaotic. Lead to defeat. Lose without fighting and with golden crocodile Douluo and others. A total of 108 people. Title Douluo powerhouse come back strong on the mainland. Major human forces. It is enough to declare invincibility. Sweep everything even the original empire's 2 million troops. It will also be frightening even with Heaven Dao Emperor Avalanche Star Luo Emperor Dai Xiangxing. 100 guts. None of them dared to call up an army. United Sex Soul Master come to Jialing Pass to play wild. It is too late to surrender. Immediately. Marshal Jialong and the soldiers behind him. Looking at the sky above Jialing Pass. 108 digits appeared. Title Douluo. Feel the terrifying momentum formed by the condensation. The last line of defense in my heart was crushed. There was only a bang. The longsword in Marshal Jialong's hand was thrown to the ground. He jumped off his mount and said in a dejected manner, Jialong, surrender, to cut, as you wish, but please, can be merciful, spare the lives of these soldiers behind me, they are all innocent, the one who gave the order, is me. Immediately afterwards, Jialong was desperate. Kneeling on the ground with a plop. Put your head against it. The earth was stained red with blood. Hundreds of Gaelong soldiers behind him. Period. Looking at the past majestic the mighty Marshal Jialong now it's to keep them alive to the people of Wuhan. Neil and Kowtow were deeply touched also followed by throwing away weapons shouted excitedly, Marshal Jialong, are we the people who are greedy for life and afraid of death, willing to be with Marshal Jialong, with a total death? Immediately hundreds of people all knelt down kneel and climb over surround Gorn Iron Man tenderness Gorn looked around brothers who were born and died he is indifferent by nature at this time tears rolled down the corners of his eyes hundreds of soldiers also wept see death as home but they didn't have any intentions instead, feel proud pride no regrets they are all one by one howling. Who is strong and strong a cardinal in the air issued the order, all sect disciples obey the order, take away their weapons, let's take another prisoner, his words end here. Looking in the direction of the distant empires today, this battle, our spirit hall, has won. Chapter 211 The dominance of the Wuhan Hall, human beings fall into panic in the battle with soul beasts, and the concerns of the Silver Dragon King. The two empires mustered 2 million troops a large number of college soul masters soul master family team there are also some sect forces want to take advantage of Wuhan and the internal high level forces collectively disappeared at a low point attack Jialing Pass hit Wuhan by surprise but it was completely unexpected the interior of the spirit hall still so united not only the major sect forces one mind common enemy still today battle of Jialing Pass shows such a powerful background and strength Wuhan acts it is recognized on Douluo Continent the largest soul master organization owns more than half of them soul master reserve plus all these years all over the continent large and small countless cities Martial Soul Branch Hall Wuhanzi Palace awaken Martial Soul for common people for free loved by the common people only then this time folk 500,000 voluntarily assembled legion of low level soul masters mostly by former civilian composition battle of Jialing Pass complete victory it also embodies the Wuhun Temple the amazing power of faith inside cohesion on the mainland no power can match it the victory of Wuhan and the collapse of the two empires the same is far beyond the world's expectations complex and unstable continental situation Wuhan can be said to be completely established a dominance this is disappearing all the high level members of Wuhan Hall a total of 108 people after the return of the title Douluo powerhouse it is more stable can't be shaken in addition the same as the above three cases Ao Xianzong the 7 treasure glazed tile sect is here during the battle of Jialing Pass get cold feet let countless onlookers soul masters the civilians were all stunned the two sects have existed for many years accumulated surplus totally ruined. Period. Even became a street rat plus one of the above three cases Blue Lightning Overlord Dragon Sect has long been destroyed by Wuhan nowadays the entire Douluo Continent the last 3 cases exist a name only the next 4 cases Elephant Armor Sect Black Tiger Sect Wind Sword Sect Fire Leopard Sect and this time Battle of Jialing Pass Antelope Sect with outstanding performance Bird Peak Sect back to Wuhan City for support Holy Dragon Sect Legion of Angels all the whole cards of Wuhan strength all come to the surface shock the world hearty surrender on Douluo Continent belonging to the 3 superpowers checks and balances upper 3 and lower 4 the era of 100 flowers blooming announce the end now is the era of Wuhan Jialing Pass this moment various fireworks playing music, singing shares it resounded non-stop let's have fun together all Wuhan halls are stationed soldiers and soul masters of Jialing Pass celebrate together this victory in the battle of Jialing Pass on the mainland all soul masters and civilians all in this moment pay attention to Jialing Pass pay attention to Wuhan and some people are happy. Some people are sad at the same time Wuhan City was bloodbathed it also started to spread gradually those involved. Wuhan. Everyone was terrified. Dare not have the slightest delay. Lead all personnel in the force. Leave the base immediately. Go to those remote places and hide. For fear of being killed by Wuhan. Find the door. Stepping down, destroying. The two empires summoned 2 million troops. None of them can stop the Wuhan's offensive. To talk about a single force days the high-level forces of Wuhan collectively returned. The number is 108. Title Douluo. If you want to target power on any side. It's basically a tiger eating a chicken. A piece of cake among all forces. It must belong to the 7 treasure glazed tile school. With Hao Xianzong. These 2 used to be the last 3 cases. The most embarrassing. Battle at Jialing Pass. When the armies of the two empires were defeated, sect clean up and salute to leave, find a place to hide. The second is Heaven Dao Empire and the royal family of the Star Luo Empire. The situation is also quite bad after the avalanche was sent to a safe place. Return to Heaven Dao City soon. Take my younger sister Zhu Kei and uncle Prince Zhu Xing. The two lead a small team. Major cronies follow the path to escape from Heaven Dao City. Become a homeless dog. Star Luo Emperor Dai Xiangxing taken away by the eldest son Davis. The two also return Star Luo Palace. Pack up a little with some cronies while some other members of the royal family after dismissal leave quickly. Poison Douluo Dugubo. After rushing to Xiandao Royal Academy, he took his granddaughter with him. Duguyan leaving Heaven Dao City back to his lair. Ice and fire dual instrument. Eyes on the mainland because of the victory of the Spirit Hall at Jialing Pass. Personnel of various forces run away scattered, incomparably embarrassed. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. One of the most typical is inherited for hundreds of years. Heaven Dao Empire and Star Luo Empire, the royal family of two empires, all gave up the empire's territory. Choose to flee. Just wait for Wuhun and send troops to accept these areas. It is easy to expand the territory and before did not choose to stand in line of two empires. Some Soul Master forces, folk Soul Master civilian, they all took the initiative to surrender to the Wuhun Temple, expressed willingness to join the intention of Wuhun continental pattern future. The Wuhun Hall is unified. It's already a done deal. Jialing Pass inside the council building over the top. Level 98 Golden Crocodile Douluo sat upright left and right respectively. Level 96 15-ton Douluo. Level 96 Subduing Demon Douluo. Level 96 Light Feather Douluo. Level 96 Lion Douluo. Level 97 Holy Dragon Douluo headed by Zhu Douluo. Yugun 12 Title Douluo Elders. As for the newly promoted 8 Title Douluo, they are not the elders of Wuhun and yet just the identity of the Platinum Bishop. We need to wait for Pope Bibi Dong to come back. Carry out packetization inside the Spirit Hall. There is a strict hierarchy among high-level Soul Masters. 8 newly promoted Title Douluo can only separate left and right, each standing in the middle of the meeting building. It was the Battle of Jialing Pass. This time Commander-in-Chief Bishop Salas. There are 4 more cases: Bird Peak Sect, Antelope Sect, the person in charge of the Holy Dragon Sect, Golden Crocodile. Douluo's majestic gaze look around the audience, opened his mouth and said, "This time, all of us, go to the Star Dao Forest to hunt down soul beasts." Unexpectedly met, the strong of the soul beast family are imprisoned. That's why I missed it. Battle at Jialing Pass. Fortunately, it's not too late for us to come back, although Wuhan City was washed with blood, but there are still a small number of people. It was a lucky escape. It can be regarded as daxing among misfortunes. This is what Golden Crocodile Douluo said. The rest are offered. Elder, new Title Douluo. All of them looked serious. They will never forget the picture seen in the Star Dao Great Forest. Except the Titan Great Ape, the king of the forest, and the emperor of the forest, the Azure Bull Python, including hundreds of newborns. Beyond 100,000 years, Soul Beast has reached more than 800,000 years compared to it was in Hanhei City before the 990,000 year cultivation base that appeared. Overlord of the ocean, the deep sea demon whale king is even more terrifying. The most important thing is that strength reached the domain of God, a silver-haired girl in a palace dress. These people, it is also the divine power released by the opponent. Repression seal, the soul power in the body become a prisoner. The silver-haired girl was caught by that head, a soul beast with a cultivation base of more than 200,000 years called Lord. He even said that he would lead the Soul Beast clan if you start a full-scale war rings on mankind. This can compare Golden Crocodile Douluo and others. Everyone was deeply shocked. After the strength reaches their level, only then can we see it a little bit more clearly. The situation in the entire Douluo continent. Strength, it seems that humans have been suppressing the Soul Beast family, but the real situation not at all. For countless years the real master of Douluo continent, they are all Soul Beasts, the gathering place of the 3 great Soul Beasts. Period. Star Dao Great Forest, Northern Glaciers, Endless Ocean. The strength of the Soul Beast displayed far from just the tip of the iceberg. If the Soul Beast family, it's really a full Scale war with humans. Either the number of soul masters or strength. It is impossible to be an opponent. The consequences could be disastrous. Such a situation it is better than the two empires. Summon an army of 2 million. Attract a large number of Soul Academy masters. Soul Master family together with Hao Xianzhuang's 7 treasure glazed tile school. Much scarier inside the council building, shrouded in a depressive atmosphere. 108 title Douluo. His face didn't reveal much. Battle of Jialing Pass. The joy of winning full of worries below. Bishop Salas bowed deeply, excitedly saluted and said, "Report to the second enshrinement, sir. Everyone worship, elders, and all your majesties. This time I'm lucky enough to live up to my fate. Lead the spirit hall, all sects under the influence, Soul Master Legion, army, disintegrate the offensive of the two empires, win the battle of Jialing Pass, but also because of negligence, I didn't do a good job in the rear security work, causes the Wuhun Palace to be destroyed. Sword Douluo Chengsan and others are bloodbathed, lost heavily. I still hope to be punished," Moment said with a smile. "Saras, in these times when I can't wait, you suppressed it, chaos inside the spirit hall, timely deployment of troops, victory at Jialing Pass, it has been done very well. As for the disaster that happened in Wuhan City, if you want to blame the 7 treasure glazed tile school and other forces, too cunning, it's not your fault." Salas and the others breathed a sigh of relief, excitedly replied, "Thank you, Master, for your forgiveness," paused he said coldly. "Report to the second enshrinement, sir. Nowadays, the two empires are defeated, the emperor's royal family has become street rats, everyone yells and beats. Should we take the opportunity, send people, go to kill the emperors of the two empires who have fled, especially the 7 treasure glazed tile school, and the members of the Haotian school?" Wuhan and Hao Xianzhuang enmity between existed for a long time. Already in the same situation previously, Golden Crocodile Douluo made a plan in helping 88 Kuei-sai. Title Douluo acquired after the 9th spirit ring, the first one to take Hao Xianzhuang's knife. Never thought about it, but he was imprisoned in the starred out Great Forest. Hao Xianzhuang also took the opportunity to join the two imperial camps. He wanted to break through Jialing Pass in one fell swoop. Destroy the Wuhan Palace. It's just horrible. Wuhan City was bloodbathed. More than 80% of the personnel were killed. It is also in the 7 treasure glazed tile school. Sword Douluo Chengsan. The massacre initiated under the leadership. The 7 treasure glazed tile school must be destroyed. Otherwise, Wuhan will definitely become the laughingstock of the world. Emperor of two empires, the tide is gone. Although there will be no storms in a short time, but only in time. Cut the weeds and root them out. It will also save a lot of trouble in the future, but it's here. Salas all title Douluo. They are all waiting for Golden Crocodile Douluo make the next important decision in the Hall of Worship. Period. The second is dedicated to Golden Crocodile Douluo and the great worship of Jin Dao Liu is an old friend for many years. Golden Crocodile Douluo, it has a soul power of level 98. In Bibi Dong, great worship of Golden Crocodile Douluo. From the luck challenge before coming back decisions he made, no one dared to disobey. Golden Crocodile Douluo frowned tightly. Think back previously in the starred out Great Forest, belonging to the Soul Beast family. What the silver-haired girl said. His face became extremely serious. Eyes on each of the left and right. Title Douluo swept across. Then looked down at Salas and the others. Standing up majestically, he said, "All the high members level of Wuhan Hall, remnants of the two great empires, eliminate the Haotian sect and the peace, the idea of the 7 treasure glazed tile school, put it aside first. The other party is about to release a family of soul beasts, news of war on humans, gather as many as you can, the power of folk soul masters, fight for the humans and soul beasts in the near future, prepare for," as soon as the words came out. Inside the council building. 108 title Douluo. All of them have ugly faces. They've all felt it firsthand. Starred out Great Forest. That silver-haired girl. How terrifying is the divine power released? Never thought of it. The Soul Beast family. There's a god hidden. Plus, the gathering place of the 3 great soul beasts and Ghost Douluo. Before returning, there is no chance of winning. Now Wuhan can do it. Only possible, raise the entire Douluo continent. All human soul master power it is used to deal with the attack of the spirit beast family. Put off a little more time in the midst of the challenge of luck. Return of the human challenger to gain time below. Salas al hearing Golden Crocodile Douluo. When the previous words all looked puzzled, now is the time to annihilate the remnants of the 2 great empires for Hao Xianzhuang and the best period for the 7 treasure glazed tile school. How can I miss it? In vain let these potential enemies through the weakest period. But what Golden Crocodile Douluo said. Later the Soul Beast family thinks that will start a full-scale war on mankind, but made them everyone's complexion change drastically. Know that before the two empires summoned 2 million troops to attack Jialing Pass. Also feel hopeless to know the number of Soul Beasts on Douluo Continent, much more than humans. Original among billions of human beings, Soul Masters are just occupying about 500,000. Even Wuhundian all staff used in Jinringxia under the promotion of the two potions. Tens of millions of Soul Masters were born, but these Soul Masters most are just low level Soul Master strength and no combat experience. Let's look at the Soul Beast family. The gathering place of the three great Soul Beasts possesses billions of Soul Beasts. Each head has combat power. Human Soul Masters belong to the Soul Beast family. The number of Soul Beasts 1 in 10,000 can't reach it, not to mention top combat power. Title Douluo level Soul Master. It is equivalent to the Soul Beast family 8 title Douluo plus Douluo Continent title Douluo of other forces no more than 120, but the Soul Beast family, the lineage of the starred out great force because of luck, challenges the Titan Great Ape, uses forces. Period. 5,000 years of cultivation as a potion make the entire Star Dao forest hundreds of millions of soul beasts. The cultivation base has been increased by 5,000 years. Born once hundreds of 100,000 years soul beasts. Another example, the endless ocean to the east of the continent, because during the air luck challenge the challenger is the deep sea demon whale king, obtained 10,000 year power potion. Hundreds of millions of sea soul beasts. All repairs have been upgraded for 10,000 years. Thousands of heads were born directly. 100,000 years soul beast. These various high level combat powers. Humans are completely incomparable. It is impossible to stop the all-out attack of the Soul Beast clan. For a while fear throughout everyone in the council building. My heart rises. Salas Al still working on it. The last second victory in the battle of Jialing Pass complacent. This second one by one pale. The body trembled uncontrollably. I really didn't expect it. The crisis in Wuhundian was resolved. Humanity's crisis has emerged. Next Golden Crocodile Douluo leads. The rest are title Douluo with 1,000 contras. Return to Wuhan City, rebuild and deploy what the world expects. Wuhundian launch to full force. Begin to clear the two empires' remnants. Zhongman Soul Master's plan did not appear. Instead, it is published the Soul Family Beast is about to attack humans, the thing that started the war. In this way the entire Douluo continent, no matter what area it is, Soul Masters and civilians, it's all a mess. People panic. A hint of despair flooded in the hearts of billions of human beings. There are also a small number of people have a skeptical attitude towards this. I think it is a conspiracy of Wuhundian want to take the opportunity paid for effort, take everything in Douluo continent. The power of the Soul Master is in the bag, but most people come through this time the gathering place of the three great soul beasts. Attitudes and reactions to humans make an analysis, and for this is the Soul Beast clan is ready, a harbinger of all out war for mankind. A large number of civilians and soul masters migrate towards the area where the spirit hall is located. After all, according to the current situation on the mainland, it is the safest place in Wuhundian. Under the influence has 108 title Douluo with a group of powerful sex soul masters. In this situation, although Wuhundian various aspects, do your best to respond and respond. Arranged work. The number of soul masters and civilians who are still being migrated in large numbers create peer and management direction congestion. Runaway impact the entire Douluo continent. After the Battle of Jialing Pass, into panic on the mainland. Most places it has already become an empty city. No one smokes. All towards the central part gathered in the Wuhundian area, this side of Wuhundian, tired of accepting from all directions the soul masters and civilians who rushed over, so absorbed more and more soul master power. Unprecedented strength among humans and spirit beasts. In front of the war, many soul masters choose come forward, contribute to the survival of the race. Own strength. Take Hao Xianzong headed by the 7 treasure glazed tile skull. Some sect forces it is to choose to hide. Even they are worried the attack of the Soul Beast family, but more worried the encirclement and suppression from Wuhundian starred out great forest core area. Period. Silver Dragon King Yuna stood with her hands behind her back, a pair of indifference, noble purple eyes, staring at the sky above. The screenshot that appears. His face was extremely serious. Said coldly, between Wuhundian and the two great empires, battle at Jialing Pass, it has been declared over. The main contradiction within human beings, it's over. Opening of the top of the canyon. Until then, it's the soul beasts and humans, the day of all out war. Star Officer, hopefully by then, stop favoring humans. Yuna said this. A look of worry appeared in his eyes. Through the previous performance of the Star officials came specifically to the Star Dao Forest. Take away the personnel of Wuhundian. He even threatened himself then back. The possibility of favoritism against humanity again is enormous. This time the heaven and earth catastrophe. The Soul Beast family can do it, successfully survive. It will still lead to failure in the end, continue to be oppressed and mutilated by humans. Master Dragon God, you are the spirit in the sky, We must protect the Soul Beast family. Between the words of Silver Dragon King Gu Yuna showed deep worry. She really didn't want to see it. The Soul Beast family follow the old path of these years. Want to save the Soul Beast family, get rid of the arranged fate. Douluo Continent. The gathering place of the three great soul beasts. Hundreds of millions of soul beasts. They are all paying attention to the situation in the luck challenge. Be fully prepared. Just waiting for the top of the canyon to open. All will be dispatched towards the central continent of this world. Humanity's domain advances will be through the years' hatred for human beings. To vent. Start the massacre. To avenge countless dead souls, beasts exterminate human beings. Back to the Douluo Continent again, the situation where the Soul Beast clan ruled continent on top of the world. Lin Feng stands here watched from Jialing Pass, immediately plains area, the rising endless dead air. Resentment. There is also heaven and earth calamity transformed into a living machine. Fly out of the world membrane, fly towards the God realm, and the cosmic void blend in the God realm glows with dazzling light. In the dark universe it looked radiant, bright and holy. Various rules of heaven and earth in the God realm, rapid evolution born. It will soon reach the level of completion, about 30% feedback to 13 universes. A small part of the original universe make the entire 13 universes. Countless worlds, the power of the world contained in it all have improved significantly. Various gods floating in the universe levels and levels is also enhanced. This is Douluo Intermediate Small World. The first world catastrophe washed out a machine of life for 13 universes. The improvement brought about by countless small worlds. Lin Feng felt it. 13 universe changes. A satisfied smile appeared on his face. Looking indifferently. Douluo Continent below. The gathering place of the three great soul beasts. Hundreds of millions of soul beasts. Opened his mouth and said, the second catastrophe, both the scale and the extent of the contagion, it's better than the first catastrophe, much bigger, the death of humans and soul beasts, sacrifice, inevitable. I wish humans could be here, under the attack of the soul beast family, until the return of the challenger. Lin Feng fell silent. Tier open space to enter air luck challenge King Canyon. Map secret territory. Noon is approaching. It's time to open the top of the canyon. Period. Chapter 212. Star Luo Empire's luck defeated. Zhu's Huayan was backlashed. Zhu's Huayan's death. Canyon Peak opened air luck challenge. Canyon of Kings. Map secret realm. Ruin battlefield. In a cave he is recuperating. Cross-legged Zhu's Huking and Zhu's Huayan are two sisters. Suddenly Zhu's Huayan sensed it bound in the body, the luck golden dragon of the Star Luo Empire. Suddenly there were bursts of whining. The power of luck is languishing, caused her to be severely injured. Suddenly spit out a mouthful of blood, weakly fell back to the ground. His face was instantly pale as paper. Zhu's Huking sniffed. The smell of blood filled the air. Eyes opened abruptly, seeing the whole person, fell to the ground. There was blood at the corner of his mouth. Look pain. The breath is extremely weak. Sister Zhu's Huayan, pupil constriction. His face changed greatly and he shouted, elder sister, what's wrong with you? Don't scare me. Then she leaned over quickly. Help Zhu's Huayan up. Look at her frail face. The breath looks chaotic. I was extremely anxious. Zhu's Huayan clutched his chest. What kind of pain he was enduring. Zhu's Huayan's throat moved, let out a grunt, just couldn't say a word. That miserable look poorly distressing. Zhu's Huking saw her sister in such pain. The eye sockets are immediately moist. Tears slid down the corners of his eyes. Tick-tock fall to the ground. In a quiet cave it is extremely clear, as if the next moment it's hard for me to do this myself. Reconcile, dear sister, the two will be separated forever. Elder sister, what happened to you? Why is it suddenly so painful? What happened? Zhu's Huking was nervous and at a loss. Hold Zhu's Huayan tightly towards her body. Inject a part of the divine power of the god of speed to restore the weakened body. But even so, the divine power of the second level deity, the god of speed and repair. Zhu's Huayan was bound within the body. Luck 5. Clawed golden dragon. When the damage caused by backlash, the effect is minimal. Luck golden dragon, it's something that doesn't exist in the first place. Concrete things between heaven and earth. It is the top of Zhu's Huayan's canyon. In exchange for once chance to draw prizes for king points drawn rewards. Luck golden dragon bind her forces. Star Luo Empire, that is equivalent to Zhu's Huayan bound. The luck of the Star Luo Empire altogether closely related. If the future the Star Luo Empire can continue to grow and develop, reach a certain size, so bind the Star Luo Empire. The lucky Zhu's Huayan, you can become a god by virtue of luck. As for achievement, the god of luck levels of strength stronger than no depends on the Star Luo Empire. How developed it is as long as the Star Luo Empire is strong enough, then Zhu's Huayan, after achieving the god of luck, the strength reaches the god king. Even stronger is possible. That's the luck golden dragon in Zhu's Huayan's body. Backlash deals damage. Zhu's Huking urged the divine power of the second level deity, the god of speed. The reason why it cannot be restored. A full half an hour has passed. Zhu's Huayan can be said to be. Period. After walking through the gate of hell, I came back. Originally level 92 soul power dropped to only level 53 soul king. 4 high-level soul rings disappeared. The luck of the 5-claw golden dragon in the body collapsed. She was a sexy beauty before this moment. Get skinny. The face of a 20s became an old lady. Wrinkles all over the face, no moisture. The eyes are weak and lifeless. Zhu King is the younger sister. Seeing my sister become like this, the whole person was completely stunned. Tears poured out even more frantically. Sadness, pain, heart full of urgency. She held out her hand, tremblingly caressing my sister's old cheek. Choking sound. There was a voice in the cave. Elder sister, how did you become like this? No. It's not true. Words. Looking at her appearance that has already been blurred with tears. The heart is equally desperate. Zhu Huan could feel it. The luck golden dragon in the body. At that moment just now. Completely disappeared. It also brought terrible backlash. Not only the strength plummeted. The functions of the body are constantly aging. Turned into a granny in her twilight years. Back and forth. Huge physical changes making her body unable to adapt in a short period of time. Almost died. Fortunately, Zhu can keep going to her. Enter the divine power of the god of speed into the body. That's why he saved his life. Zhu Huan's breathing was weak. Try to move your lips. Use force for 10 seconds only from the mouth on and off. A weak voice said, bamboo, clear, possibility. That's it. The Douluo Empire. Something happened. As soon as the words came out, Zhu King, who supported Zhu Huan, the body trembled violently. Came to mind a stern face. She has been indifferent to her since she was a child. In fact, it has always been there. A middle-aged man who cares deeply about her in private. Douluo Empire Duke Zhu's house, the head of the family. Zhu Yaozi is the father of Zhu King and Zhu Huan. Zhu King bit his lip hard. Take this to yourself. Stay as awake as possible. Not too flustered. Help my sister Zhu Huan to arrive. Lie down on the strawberry next to you, said excitedly. Elder sister, I don't know the outside world either, but let your body recover now. More important than anything else, I will continue to heal you. Zhu King finished speaking. There is not much left in the body. The power of the god of speed. No reservations towards Zhu Huan. Delivered it in the body. Even if it consumes divine power, recovery from injuries was minimal to your body. Cause extremely serious injuries. Zhu King never did thought about giving up. Heart from Douluo Empire. From the Zhu family. Worry from my father. There is also a sense of urgency for my sister to recover from her injury. It gave her endless motivation. Persevere. Zhu Huan's whole body was weak. Lie flat on the grass. Bury her today. Young sexy BBW. Body became elderly grandma. Dry skin, not the slightest moisture. Her hair was full of silver strands. The body is fragile and weak. Zhu Huan watch constantly convey divine power to oneself. Healing sister. Look at this time. Due to excessive consumption of divine power, she was sweating profusely. Try to move your lips. It was not easy. On and off. He blurted out 4 words. Zhu King, don't. Zhu King frantically shook his head. Tears poured down. Choked up and cried, Elder sister, you're best. Let my sister get better. Zhu King said this excitedly. I gritted my teeth. His eyes were determined. Increased divine power infusion. The corners of the mouth are also gradually spilled red blood. On grass. Bury him. Zhu Huan looked at his sister. Now this man. Very distressed. But now she. Qing scared out. Hug my sister on grass. Cry heartbroken. The body trembled. The eye sockets are already red. Outside world. Hundreds of millions of living beings are watching above the sky. Zhu King was on the screen, and the picture of Zhu Huan, especially being the luck golden dragon, counterattack. The body is aging. Elderly grandma. The dying Zhu Huan. So sad. Well, no, not so long ago during the battle of Jialing Pass, 2 empires, Heaven Dao Empire and Douluo Empire, summon an army of 2 million. Draw countless academy staff, soul master families, and disciple gather at Jialing Pass. Want to break through in one fell swoop, then destroy the Wuhun Palace. Whoever thought contained in the spirit, while background and strength greatly exceeded expectations. And Pope Bibi Dong great worship to Jin Daoli. When a group of high-level powerhouses disappeared, it's a breeze disintegrated Wuhan. In first wave, the assault of the stormtroopers to scare off the title Douluo Dugubo with all the disciples of Haoshan School Sovereign Elder, including those of the 7 Treasure Glazed Tile School. All staff. As a result, the morale of the 2 empires collapsed. The morale of the army is chaotic. Lose without fighting. Therefore, the Douluo Empire in name only, although Wuhan did not immediately send troops siege and suppress the remnants of the empire. Royal blood. But Emperor Xingluo and the eldest Prince Xingluo escaped secretly. Incognito. The luck of the Douluo Empire. Long gone. That's what makes it. During the air luck challenge, the challenger is Zhu Huan. Bounds within her body. The Douluo Empire was lucky. Luck golden dragon wine. despair. In the end, it backfired and disappeared. Within the territory of the Douluo Empire, a deserted, remote place in the remote mountain forest, there are hundreds of people from the Zhou family all hide here. After the Battle of Jialing Pass, there are a total of 5 contras in the Zhou family level strong. Only the head of the Zhou family was left. Zhu Yaozi and the Great Elder survived. 3 elders died in battle, lost heavily. Zhu Yaozi and the Great Elder, he was also seriously injured. Zhu Yaozi watched above the sky. The Zhou daughters Hu Ain on the screen, watch her become like this, old and frail for a while. Old tears. Period. My heart hurts like a knife. Weeping. Zhu Yaozi was at this moment a lot older. Another hidden place. Douluo Emperor Dai Xiangxing and the eldest Prince Xingluo Davis hide here with some cronies. Davis watched during the air luck challenge. Due to the collapse of the Douluo Empire, luck is ruined. Aged by antiphagocytosis, fiancé Zhu's Hu Ain tall and strong. He is cold by nature. Tears could not stop gushing from the corners of his eyes. The body trembled, heart full of worry and anxiety. No, bamboo cloud, it's all the Douluo royal family. It's my Dai family who killed you. If the Xingluo royal family, there is no agreement with the Heaven Dao imperial family, call out the army to attack Jialing Pass, Douluo Empire now. Although I will face the coercion of Wuhun, there is surrender, the risk of surrender, but it's not like it is now, in name only. Royals are like street rats, everyone yells and beats. Bamboo cloud, it's my Dai family who's sorry for you. Zhuan heart, ability very satisfied. Treat her as the daughter-in law of the Dai family, the crown princess of the Douluo Empire. However, this time the decision was wrong but will inherited for hundreds of years. The foundation of the empire was ruined. Dai Xiangxing was full of guilt, never thought of it. It will implicate Zhu's Hu Ain. Backlashed by the luck golden dragon, aging and weakness, life is at stake. Air luck challenge, Canyon of Kings map, secret realm, ruined battlefield in the cave. Zhu's Hu King finally couldn't hold on any longer. The infusion of divine power spit out a big mouthful of blood. The body fell to the ground, feeling weak. And before she stopped her soul power, after installation, Zhu's Hu Ain unconscious on the straw. The wounds on the body hard is in this moment. Totally hopeless. His face froze. Sadness, pain. Today's Zhu's Hu Ain. Injuries in the body. Severe to the point of with vitality. Heart arteries are affected. There is a possibility of death at any time. Zhu's Hu King blamed himself immensely. Lie on top of my sister. Tears drop by drop. It dripped on Zhu's Hu Ain's old cheeks. Crying out in distress, elder sister, sorry, it's all because I'm too weak. It's all my fault for not being able to save you. Correct, senior. In Zhu's Hu King's eyes a ray of hope emerged. Quickly kneeled down, looking around with blurred eyes. A cold cave shouted excitedly, Senior, please save my sister. Please save her. As long as my sister can recover, no matter what the cost, I am willing. Zhu's Hu King said this. There was no movement around. He began to kowtow hard. Heads in rough ground. Collision after collision. Just a few strokes. Smooth skin on forehead. It has been smashed. Period. Blood dripping. Blood runs down the face. Mixed with tears. But Zhu's Hu King did not. No intention of stopping at all. Appear on the ground. A small pool of blood. The scene was extremely shocking. The air smelled of blood. After a few minutes, Zhu's Hu King lost a lot of blood. Signs of blurred consciousness. But continue. Kowtow again and again. Nervous. His eyes are sad and uneasy. Suddenly at this time, Zhu's Hu King's body straight to a standstill. My heart skipped a beat at this moment. In the dark, it seems that there is something important. Quietly go away. Zhu's Hu King turned his head abruptly towards Grasparium. Sister Zhu's Hu Ain looked over. She at this time, the vitality of the body completely dissipated. Dead air enveloped the whole body. But unbelievable. Zhu's Hu King closely in the meantime, there is also a deep sense of reluctance. There is no breath of life. Douluo Empire Duke Zhu's house. Miss Zhu's Hu Ain, she died and die with peace. She couldn't let go of her younger sister. Zhu's Hu King can't let go of Zhu's father. There are also members of the Zhu family. Zhu's Hu King watched this scene. The tears in the corners of the eyes stopped. The whole person lost his response like a statue. The eyes stared blankly. The eyes of sister Zhu's Hu Ain. Mind at this time recall when I was a child, I stayed with my sister. Those happy, good times with the previous days. The two reconciled as before. Make a promise to become God together in the future. Longing. Desire. Zhu's Hu King is like this. I was in a daze for a few minutes. Then he knelt and crawled in front of his sister. Reach out, close your eyes for her. Hold Zhu's Hu Ain tightly. The bodies of two people curl up together, trembling violently. Tears are finally like an open dam. It gushed out endlessly. In a quiet cave, Zhu's Huking's despair sounded. Sad cries. Terrible, depressing. Sudden. Wisps of majestic purple air emanate from the surrounding space. Nervous did not find himself coming, opened his mouth and said, Zhu's Huking, I want a way to revive Zhu's Huayan. It depends on whether you are at the top of the canyon, it can be found. The words fell. Lin Feng walked directly into the space. I didn't bother react to excited, delighted, rekindling hope and fighting spirit. Zhu's Huking. The body came to the Canyon of Kings above the secret realm on the map. The voice of majesty spread to every corner of the world. Road, it's noon, I declare. Top of the canyon, officially opened. P.S. Happy New Year's Day. In addition, on New Year's Day, the author everyone went home to accompany his parents, so there is only one update. Please forgive me. The story of the top of the canyon has begun, and the battle between the soul beasts and humans will also begin. It won't be sloppy, don't worry. Chapter 213. Tang San wants to revenge Hou Yuhao. Yu Zhigang wants to revenge Bibi Dong, and enters the top of the canyon accompanied by Lin Feng's voice spread throughout the Canyon of Kings map secrets. In addition to being swallowed by Shura Poseidon and the dead Zuzu Yunwei participating in the luck challenge, 25 challengers remain all in this moment. Period. Looking at the sky. Look excited. Majesty remains. Also through the outside world above the sky. 27 bindings each. The screen of power and luck. Spread across the top of the canyon. Makes billions of millions of living beings. Looking forward to it, yearning for it. All with envious eyes of the canyon. Since the start of the Star Official Challenge, a lot of miracles have been done, especially and after the Luck Challenge started. Various deities' inheritance appeared one after another. It was not long ago. Sign up for the top of the canyon. The chance to win the King Points lotteries on Fengzia Ocean and Ghosts. The two directly drew to the God position achievement of the second level god. The god of attack. Second level gods and ghosts shocked hundreds of millions of living beings. And the top of the canyon that will be open next. Although there is no life. Know exactly what this is. But they also subconsciously looked forward to it. According to the rules of the Star Official Challenge, the reward goes further back. It will definitely get better and better. Has been Wuhun Temple. Billions of human beings called together. In learning. Soon the Soul Beast family. After declaring war on mankind in an all-round way, only human beings hope the top of the open canyon can help more challengers become gods and let them return to Douluo Continent. Help humans deal with the spirit beasts. Otherwise, it is a family of soul beasts, the gathering place of the three great soul beasts. The strength and background contained in it. Humans are absolutely impossible to be opponents. The soul beast clan here. Hundreds of millions of soul beasts excited and looking forward to it. After all, entering the luck challenge, Xia Wu Titan, Great Ape, the Deep Sea Demon, Whale King and the others. They are all members of the Soul Beast clan. Hope they get something out of it. Become stronger and even become a god. On the other hand. Previously. From the Star Dao forest above the mainland. It is said that the master of the Soul Beast. Lord's order. During the Air Luck Challenge. When the top of the canyon opens. It means that the Soul Beasts are fully facing human beings. When the war started, beasts. Already ready to attack. The hatred accumulated over the years. All turned into anger, decided to destroy the human race. Let the Soul Beast family become this piece of Douluo Continent again. The sole overlord of the small world. Starda Great Forest Core area on the ground. Silver Dragon King Guyuna stood with her hands behind her back. Excitement appeared in the purple eyes. Staring at the sky above. Challengers on the screen. Just wait for the star officer. After announcing the rules at the top of the canyon, take all challengers into the top of the canyon. She will not hesitate. Launch the Soul Beast family all-out war with humanity. Rules at the top of the canyon. As long as the challenger is killed, never resurrect again. It's just lost. Continue to participate in the qualifications of the Luck Challenge. Teleport to the outside world. Back to Douluo Continent. Soul Beast clan. Be sure to take advantage of it. Before the challenger returns. Destroy the human race. Until then, even if other challengers return, I need to do it. Just do your best. Take those two human second-level gods. Just kill the white tiger with a first-level divine beast. Master Dragon God, please blast me. Inside the top of the canyon, don't let a human challenge you. Another person will become a god. There must be no one comparable to God King. Period. A level god is born. Otherwise the Soul Beast clan will definitely die. Catastrophe. Facing the end of being destroyed, Guyuna thought to herself. The Soul Beast family is affected by the rules of heaven and earth. For countless years, the passage for Soul Beasts to become gods was blocked. And become a human soul master. Realm. The rules of heaven and earth are broken. The evolution of this small world. The improvement of the power of heaven and earth. Her silver dragon King Gu Yuna is also impossible. He fully recovered from his injuries. Now has the strength of the peak half-step god king. There is only such one. Golden opportunity. Can lead a family of soul beasts. All-out war on mankind. Change the tragic fate. Can these revenge? Among the human challengers. After the gods are born gets tricky danger if you are not careful, you will be lost. Gu Yuna is willing to do it forever. The entire soul beast family. Bet everything. Even if it costs you your life. That will never regret it. This moment behind her. Headed by Dishan. The 6 fierce beasts of the starred out great forest. Stand by here. Just wait for the silver dragon king to issue an order. They will immediately. Through Arcana Challenge Canyon top map secret realm above the sky. Lin Feng stands here. The indifferent gaze came from 25. The challengers were scanned one by one, final gaze falling in the direction of the endless forest on the body of the beloved girl Jinring Su. When seeing each other smiling when he gazed at tenderly feeling very happy and relaxed, Lin Feng wanted to smile back, but this is the case now obviously not suitable. His eyes are seeing Zhu Xiu, king of the ruined battlefield. Her today. Eye sockets are still moist. Look haggard, sad. But he bit his lips tightly. His eyes were extremely firm and excited. Also in the ruins of the battlefield. Liu Erlong somewhere. Her now compared to before. The whole person is no longer full of murderous intent. The breath is cold. Reject people thousands of miles away. There is a strong rebuke. Kindness. Liu Erlong, who directly passed the previous 3 exams, not only the strength has been mostly improved, inner killing intent, the hatred has been diluted a lot by the gods. Good god throne must have a pure and kind heart so as not to be rejected by God, leading to problems in inheritance. At the same time, Liu Erlong understood inherit the throne of the god of goodness. She can have more a steady stream of divine power through the resurrection lamp to resurrect has been destroyed. Thousands of members of the Blue Lightning Overlord Dragon sect died in hatred and resurrection clansmen, and between she resolutely chose to let go of her hatred. It is better to inherit the position of God in the desert. To Liena, she got it through the single side of the 8th level soul power pill. Soul power climbed again from level 88. Soul power skyrocketed to level 90. The inheritance of the throne of the evil god king bestowed upon her the first Wuhun Xianhu, the second Wuhun nine-tailed demon fox, the 9th spirit ring of the 2 spirits, a red 100,000-year soul ring. Soul power finally stabilized at level 91. Who Liena watched from a distance, a silver-haired man standing tall in the sky. Look at his majestic temperament and extraordinary face, heart-pounding. Think back to before. Period. Qiankan asked what happened in Kingu. His eyes are gentle and shy. And incomparably revered, and looking forward to it. Senior, either, have you eaten the pastries I gave you? Senior, how does it taste? Liena murmured. In her eyes it completely reflects the figure of the predecessors, imprinted in the mind, lingering, leave an indelible mark forever. Uzia Gang has already, because of the Canyon of Kings, the peculiarities of this small world conversely suppress the Wuhan consciousness and soul. Wake up even after signing up for the top of the canyon. Unlock the 3 ancient gods. 9 tests on the god of devouring god. The soul power has been raised to level 92. Titled Douluo, 2 of them have become gods. If we take the opportunity to get close, secretly use the divine power of the devouring god, devour them completely, definitely get a lot of energy, shorten the time to become a god. Uzia Gang is now looking forward to the future. I just want to become a god as soon as possible. Then destroy the Wuhan palace. Killed Bibi Dong. He died tragically for the Blue Lightning Overlord Dragon sect. Thousands of sect disciples took revenge at the same time. It can also go to Douluo Continent. Hundreds of millions of living beings prove that you are not trash but supreme. One of the 3 ancient gods, god of devourer Tang San, he is cornered. It was extracted by myself before 2 bottles of doom potion influence. Time of persecution. A strand contained in the body. God of destruction's divine sense is activated. Help him turn on 9 tests on the god of destruction. The strength is terrifying. High level demigod. It was even extracted to be comparable to a second level god dragon god puppet. He's about to get to the top of the canyon. Kill the quartet for Wuhan and take revenge on Ho Yu Heo with great confidence. I want to avenge my shame. Ho Yu Heo, Bibi Dong, Jinring Su, in the top of the canyon. Whether it's a new hatred or an old hatred, I will settle with you all. Tang San said it from his mouth, a cold voice. The eyes are purple. The meaning of being destroyed soon filled the air. Reacta quickly shook his head vigorously. Be firm, only then slowly calm down. Tang Hao. He opened the 9 trials of the god of power, passed the first 3 exams directly. The strength soared to the mid-level demigod. Still have a false divine beast comparable to high level demigod. 10 fire phoenixes. The figure of the silver-haired man staring up at the sky. With a serious face, he said, "Little 3, inside the top of the canyon, I'll give you the 9 trial cards for Sea God's position, let you become a god as soon as possible." Ho Yu Heo of the god of Sure passed the first 3 exams directly plus fusion. These days the strength has been continuously advanced, reached the level of low-level demigods. Jinring Su was promoted to level 99 peerless. Douluo Bibi Dong got E9 tests on the position of Rakshasa god. There is also the artifact Rakshasa Scythe. Thousands of streams. Period. 9 tests on the God of Angels artifact Angel Holy Sword. The strength of the 2 all progress reach high-level demigod in Jin Daoliu is in Ho Yu Heo Bibi Dong. Jin Daoliu with the help of Gurong and others obtained a large number of king points started from last night inside the king point store, exchanged the almighty star feather. Nowadays 9 tests on the God of Angels. Passed the 8th test. Only short of the final 9th test. Then the soul power can break through a level 100. Accomplish the position of God of Angels. 4 people are right. Tang San IE faction. Cheng Shenfeng's Eye Ocean was extremely afraid. Fortunately. Ghost Douluo Ghost. The same achievement of ghosts and gods. They have a chance to compete. Tang San, this time it's the top of the canyon, let us know all about hatred. Ho Yu Heo holds the law of being killed. The lingering sword of Sure God killing intent appeared in vertical eyes. The twin pupils shine brightly. Just this time his face was rather ugly last night. Because of peeking inside the cave, the intimate Jinring Su and senior was blasted and injured. Jinring Su stared at the silver-haired man in the sky. On the delicate cheeks show a happy smile. His eyes are as gentle as water, incomparably sweet and warm. Jinring Su never expected it. One day I will be able to get the love of seniors, to be able to be with seniors, but she didn't want to rely on her seniors forever, depend on him forever, become a vase and want to go through their own efforts in the top of the canyon, become the god of life, prove your talent and potential. Do not wish one day in the future the relationship between himself and Lin Feng announced to the public. There will still be so much gossip. He previously occupied the body of the Slaughter King Tang Chen by Tang San. The 2 bottles of doom potion drawn effect. It can only be swallowed by force. Bossy combine the power of Sure God and the power of Sigurd. Fusion is born one of a kind, more powerful divine power. Although the strength is still high level demigod, the combat power is comparable. Secondary gods becoming under the hands of the seniors after being given the name Suro. Azure extracted it. One of the 3 ancient gods. 9 test cards for God of Death. Open the 9 trials of the God of Death inheritance test. Passed the first 3 exams directly. The realm still stays at the high level demigod, but the combat power has already reached the peak of the 2nd level god. It is far from the level of a 1st level god. It's just 1 step away. Shura also received from the seniors task in the top of the canyon, help more challengers become gods, being able to become the subordinate of the senior. It's my honor, someday in the future, accomplish one of the 3 ancient gods of death. The strength is far away, the former Azure god, inside the top of the canyon, to help more challengers become gods, the ones who have already started the 9 trials of God's position. Challenger, that's what I need to focus on. Shura's current state and situation very satisfied. He understands the strength of the predecessors must surpass above the 5 great god kings, reached a legendary god emperor realm. This is with 13 universes. The original strength of the universe incomparably achieved even more. And I don't dare to have the slightest blasphemy. The ancient banyan is here. Ho Yu Heo and Jinring Su, Bibi Dong, Jin Daoliu and others with divine help. The soul power has been raised to level 99 peerless. Douluo even more fortunately comprehended to the artifact Sea God Trident. Period. Contains a trace of Sea God power. Open the inheritance of the Sea God. 9 tests on Sea God's position. Pass the first 3 exams directly. Inside the challenger, except me, so is the deep sea demon whale king. The 9 trials of the Sea God seat have been started. He's stronger than me. The number of exams completed in the divine exam, it must be more than me. I didn't sign up for the top of the canyon. I hope to be able to kill the monster as soon as possible. Acquired 6 universal star feathers, get ahead of the deep sea demon whale king, complete the 9 trials of Sea God's position, inherit the seed of Sea God. Gurong held it in his hand, radiating divine golden light. Sea God Trident. The silver-haired man staring at the sky. Shen continued, cowardly man, Feng Shui, wrong, you must support me, return to Douluo Continent. When the time comes, I will be Gurong. I will definitely take on it the responsibility of protecting the 7 treasure glazed tile school. I have already taken refuge in Bibi Dong. Take refuge in the spirit hall. 7 treasure glazed tile school will be fine. I always believe, even if Tang San's faction exists, Feng Zai Ocean who became a god, but be able to have the last laugh, win to the last. It's definitely the spirit hall, Canyon of Kings map secret realm. The remaining 20 5 challengers. In addition to being swallowed by Shirabasi and the Deadzus Hu I Unwegu Rong and Liena, there is no registration for the top of the canyon. 23 other challengers all in this moment. Man can't wait. Enter the top of the canyon, grab resources, and improve your strength. Full of anticipation above the small world, Lin Feng stands here. There is no deep meaning in the eyes of Shira. The other party hastily saluted respectfully. Lin Feng sensed it from Shira's heart. Respect. Very satisfied, he must hasten the birth of the gods. This is beneficial. God realm is perfect completion of the law of heaven and earth in order to avoid Tang San and Yu Zaigang and others destroy. So Shira is needed to skyrocket. Besides, Lin Feng was already with Jin Ringsu, confirmed the relationship with each other. He doesn't want the woman he loves in the top of the canyon heard or targeted. You can't intervene on your own. The existence of Shira can solve this problem well. Kill 3 birds with 1 stone. The last carving. It was his voice transmission instruction to Shira. It is related to the future Douluo Continent unified plan. Lin Feng looked away. A burst of majestic purple energy was shot out from his hand. Fly to the top of the world. Instantly enveloped the entire small world. Every corner divided into 23. Melt into the top of the canyon. Inside the bodies of the 23 challengers, 23 people were wrapped. Fly to the secret area of the Canyon of Kings map. One of the 5 venues, haunted by mysterious power in the middle. The canyon is open. 23 people who signed up for the top of the canyon. Challenger, enter the top of the canyon. The following is open this time. Rules at the top of the canyon. I hope every challenger who signs up can remember it. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.